Aloha and welcome to another episode of the Hawaii Vacation Podcast. I'm Aloha Bruce.
How's it going? You got Lanai.
Thanks for tuning in. We got a great podcast today. We're going to talk about all-inclusive Hawaii vacations.
And I didn't know there was.
Yeah, well, we're going to answer that question.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that today. It's a big question. And also, we're going to be answering questions from listeners. We got a bunch of Q&A, a lot of people asking questions about Hawaii. This podcast is brought to you by Hawaii.com, the star advertiser, and Hawaii Aloha Travel.
Nice.
We're in Hawaii. We're Hawaii's experts.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
And I'm an expert, too.
Yeah.
So if you want to go eat food,
Yeah.
I take you on a food tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your food tour is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people do talk about how unique and special that
I think
tour
it's
is.
the only Hawaiian food tour in the world.
I think it is the only
Yeah.
Hawaii. And the way you do the food tour is different than other people do the
Yeah,
food tour.
for
Let's
sure.
face it. It's like a immersive experience.
And it's an air conditioned.
That's right. So we're going to be talking today about all-inclusive Hawaii vacations. We're going to discuss that. We got some questions that we're going to be answering from listeners. And also we got a special deal of the week
Yes.
that we'll be offering here
Also,
in the
you
podcast.
guys, if you have questions, just comment below.
Yep.
And let us know what your question is, and then we'll get to all of them. All these questions that we have today were from comments in the past.
Right.
All right, so comment below.
Comment
Don't forget to
below.
subscribe, too.
All right, let's get to it. Let's talk about all-inclusive Hawaii vacations. The word all-inclusive is a buzzword in the industry. And a lot of consumers have gotten to the point where they really expect to do all-inclusive vacations. And generally, that means everything is included.
How many calls do you think you get out of 10 people say ask for it?
I would say 6 out of 10 calls are people with that. Yeah, it's
I've
amazing.
I didn't know. I've never done one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never done an
Well,
all-inclusive
I've been on a cruise, so it's
Right.
kind of like one,
Right.
right? Because everything's inclusive, like you say. But
everything is inclusive on these when you go to these resorts, and
Yeah.
that's the difference between Hawaii and other destinations. Hawaii doesn't have all-inclusive resorts. My wife and I went to Mexico, and
they have a lot.
They have a lot, but all I did was eat and drink the entire
Yeah,
time. I became like an overeater and an alcoholic.
So how do they do it here?
Here we actually do all-inclusive packages. Now, typically an all-inclusive vacation will include all your meals.
Okay.
So you can eat like 6. It's like being on a cruise
No,
ship.
wait, no, wait. Air, hotel,
Air, hotel, transportation,
food.
food. That's
Okay.
usually the 4 big
Right.
things with it, and then whatever they have at the hotel. Like activities like
Yeah.
kayaking, or sometimes they have jet skis that you
Right.
can do. These are like places like Mexico, the Caribbean, and a lot of people have in their mind this is what they want to do for Hawaii, but we don't have those kind of
Yeah.
resorts. Why do you think that is? Why do you think we don't have all-inclusive resorts in Hawaii?
I think that when you look at inclusive places or places that have them, they're confined.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're so wide open, and I mean, if you kind of look at like Mexico, you're looking at a third world country where you don't want to leave. You're looking at Puerto Rico or the Dominican.
It's
You
exactly
don't want
right.
to go out, get off the property.
Right.
But here, there's so much to see, so
That's
they
exactly
probably they probably can't hurt them and control them.
Yep, that's exactly the reason.
What do I win?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do I win anything?
Yeah, and so that's now I've heard a lot of reasons. Another reason why is I've heard that since we're so influenced by the Japanese don't have all-inclusive
Yeah.
vacations, so we don't lend ourselves to that.
Yeah.
But I think that's the other thing that people need to understand. If you're coming to Hawaii, you're going to be visiting Hawaii. The idea is to explore, get out of the hotel. Your whole experience doesn't revolve around the hotel. And that doesn't mean you can't relax and enjoy your vacation.
Right.
And this is where people really get mixed up with this. And the other thing that people really get mixed up about is the food.
Yeah.
They read a lot that the food here is so expensive, which it is.
Yeah.
But there is so much food here, and there's so many places to eat.
And the misconception of that is it's expensive because you're looking at prices that are in a hotel or a resort. But if you go to a hole in the wall or you go outside and try local food, it's not expensive.
It's not expensive at
No.
all. And remember, when you go and you get a plate lunch, maybe at Highway Inn or go to Rainbow Drive-In, the portions are huge in Hawaii.
Yeah.
When my wife and I go
You
out,
split a
we
plate.
always split it, but you could split it
Yeah.
3 ways.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the food.
Depending
that's
where
in-
you're going, yes.
Yeah. So there's this misconception about all-inclusive for Hawaii. Now, we do have all-inclusive packages. Now, typically, a package that we put together that are all-inclusive includes your breakfasts and your dinners,
Okay.
and then all your activities, and the hotel and the airfare. But that's not like all you
So
can eat.
you'll tailor it though. If so, they don't
Right.
like hiking. You're not going to put something that's physical. If they want to do this, you'll put something that's. Yeah.
In general, that's what we do. But people seem to want these all-inclusive itineraries, and we actually spend a lot of our time talking our people out of it.
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense to build a package from scratch. with everything, all the elements in it that you want. It makes a lot more sense. And
Yeah.
then budget for your meals. Typically, I tell people $200 a day to
Okay.
bring cash here.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
For yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
that
think
sounds
that's a
right.
pretty good rule of thumb?
Yeah.
You know,
Especially if you're on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
So-
not a breakfast eater, then you probably save, you know,
Right.
$20, $30.
I wonder what it would be like if Hawaii did have all-inclusive resorts. How that would change. I mean, we've heard about bubbles. You know, the bubbles.
I
that
don't.
they're doing.
I
don't
it
think
wouldn't help local businesses. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It wouldn't help the economy.
And I don't think I don't think we're the destination for it.
No.
And that's why I wanted to do this podcast today to try and remind folks that all-inclusive for Hawaii does not mean the same for all-inclusive for other destinations.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's the way it works. Think of Hawaii as sort of an a la carte destination.
There you go.
And we build it from scratch.
Yeah.
We build it up, you know, and put in
And-
those things that you want to
and
do.
you have, you know, other islands to go and see. You have, I mean, there's so much to see.
Right,
You can't trap yourself in one place.
Right, and that's why, you know, a lot of times what we'll say is if somebody really is into the all-inclusive, you know, and we put them together, you know, the meal, the breakfasts and the dinners, but go on a cruise then. Do the Pride of America where you go 7 days and everything is included. If that's something that you have to
Then
do.
you can stop at 4 Islands or
you can
whatever.
stop at
yeah.
4 Islands.
All right. So we got
that's-
questions and stuff coming
We got
up too,
questions for coming up, but let's do that. Let's jump into that. We wanted to tell people about the promo of the week.
right? Yes. What is our promo of the week?
Okay, our promo is the week is you go to hawaii-aloha.com/promo.
Okay.
And you will get $100 off on any vacation over $1,500 and $100 certificate for one of our tours.
Perfect.
And people have been doing this.
Yes.
And they're saving money. And we also have lots of other discounts that we bundle in there. So it's
Yeah.
already cheap. And then you get another $100 and then you get the discount. $100 because a typical tour is $169. So
Yes.
that's almost a free tour.
We're open. Come visit us.
We're open.
Come visit us.
And check out the promo right there on the screen, hawaii-aloha.com. It's a Hawaii thing.
Yes, it is.
That's the keyword promo.
There you
It's
go.
a Hawaii thing. All right. Let's get to some of these questions that have
Go
come
for
in.
it.
All right. The first one that I got, and I just got this question, is does Hawaii have huts? Now, I know it's a funny question.
Only
but,
when we play football.
but the reason why I wanted to
Hut-
put this
hut- hike.
I wanted to put this to you because obviously you're born and raised here. Where does this come from, this idea of huts? Now, we have thatched
I don't
roof,
know.
and we know the thatched roofs, or for Hawaii House have that, no?
Yeah, but they're
how did
built out of stuff. It's not like a real old, you know, from the 1800s.
Right.
Come on, people. What? You don't have an internet? You don't have Wi-Fi? No, you're not on Instagram?
Well,
Why do people still ask that?
you think, I'm not kidding, though. I got
know,
it today.
people ask too.
And
People ask me
and
too.
they also ask for bungalows, which we
Yeah.
don't have in Hawaii.
Right.
We don't have bungalows over the water. That's Tahiti.
Yeah.
Those are Tahitian Highlands.
Yes.
Stuff. New Zealand has huts,
yeah,
you know, or
the Maldives.
Yeah, the Maldives, and that's another one where it would be all inclusive. By
Yeah.
the way, you know, and you
'Cause you're
would
stuck
never
there.
leave. You're stuck
Yeah.
on the water, overlooking the water.
Yeah.
All right, another one that came in. This is from Naomi, and she says, "If I have a vaccine, can I come to Hawaii without getting a COVID
That's
test?"
a good question.
No, well, right now when we're doing this podcast, no, but we're
Yeah.
very close to being that. So by the time you're watching this, perhaps having a vaccine, that's the goal. Is if you have a vaccine, you can come
The
to
best
Hawaii.
way is to check the website with the updates.
Right. And we do have those.
Yes.
Here's another question, and I believe it or not, this just came in from Jerry. He says, "Do I need a visa or a passport? And does Hawaii have their own money?" No.
We wish
Yeah.
it was that way. Then
Yeah.
we wouldn't be part of America.
Right.
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, you did say that. So no.
We're the 50th state, brother.
Yeah,
The 50th of the United States of America.
that's right.
So same currency. You don't need a passport.
You don't need a passport.
visa.
Yeah. And
You
that's
probably need an internet connection so you can see what's going on in the world. Was that
that's
mean?
right. That was mean.
I'm sorry.
Such a low blow.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
It's funny.
true. But it is funny when people say that. But I do understand sometimes people think of this, and there is a certain amount of comfort in Hawaii. That's the other thing I wanted to mention, is that Hawaii's very comfortable. It's not like going to Belize.
Yeah. Even
Or
though
you-
we're
you know-
though we are part of America, it's not the same as America. We're
No,
like our
it's
own
not. It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
It's like going to a foreign country but not being in a foreign country.
Yeah.
And I think people get caught up with that a lot. You know, they get, you know, the fear of the unknown type
That
of
and the
thing.
grass hut guys.
Anna says, "Do the hotels provide transportation to
Some do.
to the airport.
Yeah, some do. The shuttle service is not like it used to be, though. Remember, like
Yeah.
every hotel had shuttle service. You
Not
just have
anymore.
to call. I know the higher end hotels have car service, which is not shuttle service. Most of them do, but then you can call. Like some of the bigger chain hotels have shuttle service.
In general, transportation is not included to the hotels.
Yeah.
There's not too many that do it.
Well,
The
and if there
Aqua
is
had it.
shuttle, you pay a little extra.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we always there it
10
goes.
bucks or
yeah,
15
yeah.
bucks, yeah.
It's anywhere from $15 to $31.
And if
for
you're
one way.
on Oahu, the hotels aren't far from where you're staying.
No, they're
unless
not.
you're on the North Shore.
They're not. So it's easy to get around if you're coming to Oahu. Nancy is asking, what happens if I have to cancel my trip?
Then you're going to
Cancel
miss
your
out on a
vacation.
good time, Nancy.
You're going to lose out. Good question, though. If you're going to cancel your vacation, there are options and there are ways that you can protect your funds. And we have travel protection that we include in almost all our packages. In fact, it's almost always included.
But right now, like air and hotel, that's been very flexible.
They have been
It's
flexible.
changing dates, no charge. I mean, I've changed plane tickets in the last year 50 times.
One thing, yeah, that's true. But one thing that's not happening is refunds are not happening. Cash refunds.
Oh, yeah,
You're
it's
getting
just- you
credits.
just gotta change the date.
You get credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much across the board. But we have travel protection, which gives you cash back.
Yeah.
So ask me about that. We'll definitely get that for you. This is a common one. When is the cheapest time to come to Hawaii?
Let me take a guess. Let me take a shot
Okay.
at this.
All right.
So you want to come right before the summer, which is the month of May. And then after January 15th, after Chinese New Year, it slows down again. And then after the summer, you have a small window of like October, November, till mid-November, though.
Yeah, like
am I correct?
Well, yeah, the beginning of October is usually pretty good,
Yeah.
and then but towards the end it gets a little busy. But then into the beginning of November,
Just
it's
don't
pretty
come on a
close.
holiday.
In general,
no
I say-
holidays and no summer.
Yeah,
The-
yeah.
The prices are always higher and it's more busy.
Yeah, I generally say the fall. I generally say September through the first 2 weeks of December.
Yeah.
are pretty
And
good.
usually, if like you're in America and it's cold where you are, then everyone's coming here. That's kind of the rule of thumb.
That's
Yeah.
what I always say. You know, if there's a vacation, you know, then there's other people going to be having
Yeah.
vacations. So that's pretty good.
Spring break, no go.
Yes.
Don't come to spring break.
Another common question is, can I easily fly between the islands? People still remember island hoppers.
No,
and
you
how
have
easy
to
it
bring a
was.
paddle and fins, just in case the canoe flips over.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have little short hoppers. You know, and the Hawaiian airline has these jets that take 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get to the other island. It's
Yeah,
pretty
but
easy.
it's not cost effective to, like, if you're on Maui, go to Pearl Harbor for the day.
No.
That's what we're talking about
Yeah,
here. You
yeah.
know, a lot of people ask me that.
Yeah.
And they would just want to see Pearl Harbor for whatever reason. You could do it, but what you'd have to do is pay for the round trip airfare, which could be
Yeah.
could be like
120.
120 on
140.
the cheap side.
Yeah, and if you want to go like on a smaller plane, like you go on a Mokulele
Yeah.
or one of these smaller planes, you'll pay like $100 round trip.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible. It's pretty easy if you want to
Yeah.
spend a little extra money.
You got to spend a little extra money. So, like, if one or two people wanted to do it, it would cost about $500-600 to do it because you got to rent a car when you're here. And
Yeah.
you got to time the flights, and you know the early morning flights are usually okay.
But Bruce
the
can
evening-
set it all up
I
for you.
can do it. I
Yeah.
can set it all up for you. I'll be happy to do it. Another one is, where's the best place to take a helicopter ride? I get that. a
Oh
lot.
my gosh, I'm.
Yeah.
There's a tie with me right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Kauai and Big Island.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah, it's a tie.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I just most recently did the Big Island, that one is the longer one.
Mm-hmm.
Kauai doesn't have as long as I mean, I guess you could pay if you wanted, but sight-wise,
Yeah, no.
The
it's-
Big Island,
it's
you
so
saw
big.
everything.
Yeah. We just went on a helicopter ride, and it was incredible.
I
It
want
was
to go
2.5
back.
hours.
I want to go back.
I know. It was
Yeah.
amazing. It was amazing. And finally, you know, with all this talk about coming to Hawaii, can you relax here? Can you just
Oh,
chill and
yeah.
relax, or do you always have to be
Look at
moving? And
this.
doing? Right. It doesn't mean that you have to. I mean, you should feel bad if you're just staying in the hotel.
Look at this.
I
Look,
know.
that's Costco right there. Look how relaxed the palm trees are, the coconut trees. And the people, look, no one's there.
I know. It is
Everyone-
relaxing here, and you can chill out. We're not, you know, I'm not saying you have to have an itinerary that's planned every
Yeah.
second. Have downtime.
Got to, you
Definitely.
got to. When I do like a staycation, I always pick 2 or 3 days where I'm not leaving. Just stay by the pool or the beach.
There you go.
You know, and actually it's more the beach, but, you know, because you don't get the beach all the time
No,
where you're
you
from.
don't get the
so
beach.
take advantage of it.
I know. We were relaxing on the beach. It was good
Oh,
to see
yeah.
you relaxing on the
I
beach.
didn't do that for a long time.
We were together over the holiday. And,
Yeah, not us, just two together, but
No,
there was
not
a bunch
us
of
two.
us.
Yeah, it's a bunch of us. Yeah.
Don't get
Yeah,
the wrong
it's good
idea.
to-
But if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments below.
Right.
And if there's any subjects maybe that we don't cover and you guys want us to talk about, leave us in the comments below as well.
Yeah, we do want to hear from you. So leave a comment, keep in touch, email us, follow Lanai here at Lanai on all your verticals.
Yes.
It's at Lanai, Lanai. And follow me, I'm at Aloha Bruce, and also our Facebook page, Hawaii Aloha Travel. All right, that's going to wrap it up. That's going to do it. For all of us here at Hawaii Aloha Travel, thank you to the Star Bulletin, Hawaii.com,
Yeah.
for helping us out here in the collaboration, and thanks to you,
Yeah.
All
Star
right.
Advertiser.
Star Advertiser. Did I
Yes.
say that?
No, you said the old one.
I just say that, really?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Gosh.
Thank you guys for watching.
All right, that'll do it. Say aloha and mahalo.